After more than 20 years in the U.S., Lilia Ashton has achieved the American dream. Less than a month ago, she and her husband moved into their very first home.
I'm so happy. I can explain. It's something about what I was dreaming and pray all the time.
But getting to closing day wasn't easy. Moving to OKC from Mexico in 2001, English isn't Lilia's first language, and the home buying process was foreign to her. She began her journey online, where she found a lender.
But we started with any explanation. They don't say nothing about the process. How it's going to be doing? What are we doing to us? What are we doing? What we need?
They were told they were pre-approved, and that was it. They never met anyone in person.
We feel like something not right because too many things about buying a house and the process and the paperwork and everything we not understand.
Lilia's story isn't uncommon. Many Hispanic people, especially those who don't speak English, need help when it comes to buying a home. Marcela Guerrero is a bilingual real estate agent. She's also the EXP Latino Ambassador of Oklahoma and is a member of the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. She says language barriers are one of the biggest issues her clients have faced in the past.
To me, it's more basically education. Education is power.
Education is vital. Making sure people know about the resources and programs available and the requirements needed to buy a home. Legal translation of documents can also be a challenge. Another issue Marcela has seen, people in the Latino community doing business with cash and therefore don't have established credit.
And that is great that they don't use credit cards. That's amazing. But in order to be able to build credit, you have to apply for credit cards, etc.
Because of language barriers and lack of understanding the process, some people may be taken advantage of. To avoid that, Marcela advises everyone to do their research, read reviews, and verify legitimacy of agents, lenders, inspectors.
One of the things in real estate, you always have to disclose who you are with, your license number. So basically, in this case, if you don't see that, that's questionable.
Let's take a look at Latino home buying trends. According to the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, in 2021, Hispanic home ownership is at 48.4%. Since 2014, Latinos have added a total of 657,000 owner households. The latest NAREP report shows younger Latinos are more prepared than ever to buy.
They're more knowledgeable about purchasing homes, and because of course they're more partially or fully educated about the financial system within the country.
The report ranks OKC 7th as an opportunity market for mortgage-ready Latinos and 10th in markets that have added the most Hispanic owner households to the economy between 2019 and 2021.
We continue to see a strong interest within Latino families to purchase their own home.
The economic impact from Latino homeowners is big. NAREP reports Latinos contributed $423 billion through the housing market alone.
As the Latinos continue to purchase homes, this will definitely help improve the economy within the state.
For Lilia, her initial experience may not have been a good one, but she was lucky to find someone who understood her and her needs.
I think is what we need, somebody to care.
Because of that, she's achieved something she never imagined, her name on a mortgage.
And now here you are.
Now I am. Yeah. I got it. I got this.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy.
Alejandra Biones, KOCO 5 News.